NRCS has over 3,000 offices in communities all across the nation. And the man leading the agency's conservation efforts is Matt Lohr. Recently, Kate Maher had a chance to talk with the chief of the Natural Resources Conservation Service.
Today we're talking with the 16th Chief, the Natural Resources Conservation Service, Chief Matt Lohr. Chief Lohr, thank you for being with us and for your time.
Thank you, Kate. Appreciate it.
Why don't you tell the Cattlemen to Cattlemen viewers a little bit about yourself, please?
Yeah, well, thank you. I'm a fifth-generation farmer from Virginia's Shenandoah Valley. We raise broiler chickens, 200 head of feeder beef cattle, and we do sweet corn, retail sweet corn operations. So I'm a farmer in and out. I've grown up around conservation my entire life, seeing how my father and grandfather modeled that for us. And before farming, I was Ag Commissioner in Virginia, former state legislator, did some time with Farm Credit, helping beginning farmers, and now it's an honor to be serving as chief.
Well, and you've been in the role since December. What have you experienced since taking over the role?
Well, it's been an amazing first year. My second week on the job, the president signed the Farm Bill into law, so we've been having a really neat time being able to write the rules and regulations that will be implemented later this fall, and seeing those opportunities to help farmers with this legislation has been really exciting. I've also traveled across the country, 26 states since December, and the thing I've loved the most is seeing how diverse agriculture is across the country, how the conservation needs of farmers is so diverse, but at every angle, every turn, no matter what the resource concern may be, NRCS is there with our talented staff to help them provide technical assistance and financial assistance to help them be the best stewards they can be.
Yeah, and it sounds like you're deeply rooted in conservation yourself on your own farm. I think it's also very encouraging to have a farmer and somebody deeply rooted in agriculture heading up an agency such as NRCS. I know you have staff all over the country. Maybe talk a little bit about services they provide to farmers and ranchers and how conservation planning is really something that can be done anywhere.
Absolutely. We have almost 10,000 employees across the country through our almost 3,000 district field offices. And so our folks are there to help. Every county in the country is covered by an NRCS office. So NRCS provides technical assistance. So if a farmer has a resource concern on the property, if they want to have a conservation plan developed to see what the priorities are, our staff can be there to help really address those concerns, but more importantly, look and see what the solution could be. So a variety of our programs like EQIP, the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, or Conservation Stewardship Program, or conservation easements, lots of those types of farm bill programs are there to provide cost share money and assistance to farmers to help address those concerns.
Great services for our farmers and ranchers. We've highlighted NRCS on the show before and really appreciate the partnership and what you do to keep people producing food in this country. Another great way that NCBA's partnered with NRCS and really appreciate your support is with the Environmental Stewardship Award Program. Why is this program so important to NRCS and what value is it?
Well, I've had a chance to see it firsthand going to the NCBA convention last year in New Orleans and meeting the winners, being able to see and hear their stories. These are the role models for conservation. You know, cattle farmers and ranchers are a perfect fit with NRCS. They control so much of our nation's grasslands and rangelands and croplands for that matter. And so conservation is so important, and working with our producers to make sure they are the best stewards they can be. Surely good conservation is good financial sense as well. And I think it's a great partnership. We've been supporting NCBA for many years and look forward to continuing that relationship.
Well, we appreciate that continued support. We appreciate your time today. Thank you for all you and NRCS and all your staff do for farmers and ranchers around the country.
And thanks for what you do for agriculture as well. Thanks.
Thanks, Chief.
Now, if you have conservation practices you'd like to put in place on your operation, you should start by visiting with your local NRCS office about the technical and financial assistance they can provide. Go to the website nrcs.usda.gov to find an office near you.